All righty. 30 laps. Cabral and Wheaton in the front row. Jim Beebe watches them work into that third turn, and here they come, the Pro Stocks out of the corner. Green flag is out. They roar into that first turn, and up the top of the field, it is Mike Wheaton going to work on the outside of Bobby Cabral as they go side by side into turn number 3. George Baldwin and Ed St.Angelo are side by side. Then it's Charlie Rose and Alan McClure locked together. Wheaton nudges ahead, sparks fly between he and Cabral down the back straightaway, and Mike Wheaton's got the advantage going in. Cabral fights back strong on the inside. Wheaton exits 4, bobbled a little bit. He's got the lead. St.Angelo is in third. George Baldwin scoots underneath Alan McClure as both he and McClure go by Charlie Rose, and they go freight train in the turn number 3. Mike Wheaton, Bobby Cabral, the race is for third. Ed St.Angelo, George Baldwin, McClure on the outside of Charlie Rose. Bobby Gahan is coming strong right up behind Rose. Here's McClure outside the number 91. Here wheel to wheel down out of turn number 2 as they blast down that long back straightaway. McClure, dip and tuck, pulls it right in tight alongside Rose. Alan McClure and Eric Hudson are the only ones that are running the outside groove here on a chilly Saturday night. Wheaton, look at McClure and Rose. They are just inches apart off of turn number 4. Now Bobby Gahan dips underneath McClure, exiting 2, and is right on the rear bumper of charging Charlie Rose. McClure trying to hang with Gahan through the turns. Mitch Wendell right up behind the number 50 car. There he is as he scoops right in behind Bobby Gahan through 1 and 2. They're really making McClure work. The inside groove is going to be certainly the fast way around here tonight on a chilly racing surface. The scramble continues. McClure, now Wendell puts the polyvac number 21 underneath the PT Container Services number 22. And Mitch Wendell moves up a notch on the ladder, and the yellow flag is out for Coney, who spun around in the 4th turn. He's down on the apron. John Coney has got it fired up. The Channel 1 cameras picking up the field now on the back straightaway. Wheaton and Cabral side by side. Jim Beebe turns them loose. The green flag is out on the restart, and here we go. Cabral right up alongside Wheaton going into the turn. Ed St.Angelo running in 3rd. George Baldwin in 4th. Bobby Gahan blows by the outside of Charlie Rose. But the battle wages on for the lead here. Dicing out of turn number 4. Wheaton the low line. Cabral up on top going in. You better watch out because Ed St.Angelo is right there on the inside and runs right in behind him with the number 12 car. Baldwin in the 4th spot. Here comes Bob Gahan. He sets up alongside Baldwin, who tries to pull it up alongside of him out here in the front straightaway area. Here's Bob Gahan trying to glue it down alongside George Baldwin and race him for the 4th spot. Baldwin nudges ahead. Or rather, Gahan jets ahead of the double L car coming out of the 4th corner. Bobby Gahan on the outside of George Baldwin. 2 second-generation drivers having at it here in the Pro Stock main event. Racing for the 5th position behind Ed St.Angelo. Put a blanket over the top 5. Gahan squeezes by Baldwin. Baldwin fights back on the inside behind Eddie St.Angelo. 6th is Rose. Alan McClure 7th. Jeff Crowley is in 8th spot. Sparks fly between Baldwin. Whoops, Rose spins in turn number 2. Put it around backwards, exiting 2. And Beebe's got the yellow flag over the field. The second caution flag to fly here as Charlie Rose gets the number 91 rolling. Completed. Picking up the field now as they get ready for the restart. This time, Jim Beebe drops the green flag, and here they come. A good-looking restart out of the 4th turn. Wheaton promptly back out in front. Gahan on the outside of Ed St.Angelo as they work their way down that back straightaway and file into turn number 3. Eddie St.Angelo and Bobby Gahan hooked in a great battle side by side here for 3rd. That relegated George Baldwin back to the 5th spot. Alan McClure on the outside of Baldwin. McClure and Eric Hudson starting to come along now as we go back to yellow. We've got 2 cars together. We're over here at the top of the straightaway by the fourth turn. Robin Litzenberg. Robin Litzenberg and Mike Belfiore together. They are on the throttles, looking good enough to get the green flag. Back to racing we go. Now Cabral's going to have his work cut out for him as he pulls it up alongside Wheaton, trying to find the steam to go down the outside of him, holds it together right alongside Wheaton, going into turn number 3. DB's crossing the flag, sparks fly, Wheaton bobbles, Cabral goes in front of the halfway mark. Bobby Cabral taking over the lead. He got loose exiting 2. There goes Wheaton right down underneath him again going into 3. Great battle in the Pro Stock main. Cabral notches ahead. Right back out in front he goes. He's trying to keep it down low and he can't. Here comes Wheaton one more time. A replay of the previous lap. And again, Cabral pulls Wheaton out of the fourth corner. Ed St.Angelo is in fourth. Alan McClure is fifth. George Baldwin sixth. Jeff Crowley and Eric Hudson are in a side-by-side battle, racing for the 7th spot. Again, Wheaton looks slow on Cabral. There's Hudson and Crowley deep in the field, and they're racing for... Whoops! We've got water all over the back straightaway. Look out! Gahanna's into the tire barrier. McClure spun, Wendell spun, Hudson spun. It was Coney. John Coney either grenaded an engine or had a radiator let go. But we've got a streak of moisture down low in the second turn, and it's all the way down the back straightaway. Caution lights are out. Pit road is clear. Green flag is out. Back to racing we go. In the 30-lap Winston Racing Series Pro Stock feature, Alan McClure now right up underneath Ed St.Angelo and right on the rear bumper of Bobby Cabral. Look at George Baldwin. His first run in a Pro Stock. Dicing with veteran Jeff Crowley in the 06. McClure gets away from St.Angelo. Crowley. The Crowley brothers, number 06, into third. Baldwin and St.Angelo have at it now for the fourth spot going into turn number 3. Hit the tuck action. A good race coming out of turn number 4. Baldwin looking low on Eddie St.Angelo. He's racing him side by side out of the second corner. Nudges ahead. He's got the advantage going down the back straightaway with that low line going into turn number 3. Right up behind Jeff Crowley. And Baldwin shakes free. Ed St.Angelo. Meanwhile, Crowley is underneath. Alan McClure, they're racing for second. Jeff Crowley and McClure. Crowley, the low line going into turn number 3. He's going to have second spot exiting the fourth corner. Now, George Baldwin's going to put the pressure to McClure. McClure not able to hang on down the outside there as Baldwin goes into the third position. Here comes Eddie St.Angelo fighting back once again, this time on the low line, coming out of the fourth turn. St.Angelo to fourth spot. And suddenly, out of nowhere, comes Pete Biandaca, trying to get a decent, respectable top 5 finish out of this thing. He's right up behind McClure. Bob Cabral is starting to pull away. Crowley second, Baldwin third. 5 laps to go. They blast out of 4 and down the front straightaway. Biandaca right on the rear bumper of McClure. McClure in the rear lid of Ed St.Angelo. So the race is to try to get into a top 5 finish here with McClure and Pete Biandaca. Mitch Wendell looking low on Biandaca on the front straightaway. Peter beat him into the number 1 turn. Charging Charlie Rose and Vinny Anarumo. Battling back there. They've done that many times in the past at Seekonk. Two laps to go for Bob Cabral. Ed St.Angelo fourth. McClure in the 5th spot. There's the gap between Jeff Crowley and George Baldwin. White flag, one more. Baldwin up behind Crowley. Crowley pulls him out of the second turn. And there is Bob Cabral in the Ralph Scavatti Bradford Towing number 66 into victory lane. Crowley gets second. Baldwin third. Fourth goes to the 12. Ed St.Angelo and Alan McClure rounds out the top 5 in the number 22. Hollywood Bob in the Bradford Towing number 66. Nice job turned in by Bob Cabral, fighting back the efforts of Mike Wheaton, Jeff Crowley. There he is, having a nice hand. His third win of the year, Bobby Cabral. Alrighty, Bobby getting the hardware from our trophy girl Kim down there in Victory Lane with the super modifieds. We'll be coming out onto the Speedway next.